All right, fight announcement with Fallon Johnson. It feels like we said those words literally 10 days ago, but yet here we are. Fallon, I don't want to steal any of the thunder, so go ahead and lead off with where is your fight, what date, who's the opponent, and then I'll start to ask you some questions about your last fight.
Yeah, so coming up Sunday, December 18th, I'll be fighting down in Kentucky against Sarah Terhar. She's had 3 fights so far. Super excited to take on a little bit more of a seasoned opponent and really looking forward to it.
So tell me about your first fight. I mean, the first time you step up into that cage, the first time you make that walk, when you set a date and you decide on this time, at this day, I'm going to show up and fight someone using all my skills. What was that like? Describe that experience as much detail as you can give.
Yeah, it was a really amazing experience. It definitely took a ton of mental preparation for me to sign up and commit to stepping in the cage. And then once I did it, I'm super happy about it, super excited that I took that step and that I kicked off this journey for myself.
So I want to ask you, when you were in the cage and they're announcing your name and you're about to fight, what were your feelings or what was running through your head? Was it worse than you expected? Were you in a better state than you expected? Describe that moment.
Yeah, it was actually a better state, I think, than I anticipated. I've always had a lot of adrenaline dumps when I've done competition before, so I was kind of anticipating that. But I felt pretty calm, I felt pretty collected, and just really prepared for this moment.
Do you know why you were calm and collected? Because that was one of the number one things that kind of shined through on the video. Your composure was outstanding. It looked like a woman that knew she was meant to be in that moment or capable of handling that moment. What changed? Because, I mean, you are experienced as a competitor. You've competed in IBJJF. You've competed in other sports. What put you in that good mindset?
I don't know. I did a lot of mental work definitely the last few months, just getting myself in a better headspace. And then also just that I've done a lot of years preparing for this moment, so I didn't feel like I was unprepared. I was ready to put my skills to the test and just go for it.
So last question about that first fight. When your hand got raised, or right when the fight ended, you knew you had won. You know, you knew you got the job done. You didn't even have to rely on your grappling expertise. What was that moment like?
It was awesome. Definitely as soon as the fight ended, I knew I had done what needed to be done. And as much as watching it back, I definitely see the things I want to work on and improve on for sure. But I was super happy that I took the step to get in the cage and that I put my skills to the test and that they came through.
So you came back to the gym. You sparred the same week as when you fought, which was just this last Thursday. And you walked over to me when I'm sitting on the stairs and you said, James, when can I fight again? Right? And what did I say to you? I literally told you, listen, you're so technically sound that I'm actually okay with you getting back in the cage pretty quickly, because it's not like you have some massive holes that were exposed in that fight that we need to fix. What was running through your head when you walked over and said hey, when can I fight again? Because most people, they take a 3 to 4 month break in between. What made you want to get right back in there?
Yeah, I'm definitely super active in general, so I'm definitely just ready to go put my skills to the test some more. And I think I got to work a lot of my striking, which was something I was excited to do in the cage, but I don't think I used my whole skill set yet. So I'm just excited to keep developing and keep pushing myself to use more of my game going forward.
So tell me a little bit about, we have this army of female fighters here, savages. People outside of this building don't understand some of the freaks we have coming up on the ladies' side over here. What is it like having the teammates, having the girls that push you, the energy that you girls have as a squad, and because I'm so excited for them to all find out about this.
Yeah, 100%. We have an awesome squad. All the girls here have something super special. We're all pretty well-rounded now too, but we've got Zoe and Ashley are amazing wrestlers. Sierra's got the striking. Kate's a monster on the ground. Everyone's got something that is amazing to work with, and we do really well working together, pushing each other, and getting better in all those areas all the time.
So you fought for B2 Fighting Series, your first fight in Iowa, which I actually told you was Kentucky. You had to correct me, it was Iowa. And now you're competing for B2 again. What was it like competing for B2? What was the show like, versus your expectations? You really didn't know what to expect. What was your experience with B2?
Yeah, it was my first time doing my MMA fight. I've been to a couple small shows before, but it was really great. Everything was super well organized, and I'm super excited to be competing for them again this time around.
So last question. I know Mom was super hesitant. I remember at one point you saying to me, my mom said, promise me you won't fight. And you said, I got to do this. It's something that I want to do. I need to step into this experience. And you went and did it. Do you think Mom's going to come around at any point? Do you think at some point we're going to get Mom to even watch a fight?
I hope so. I know she supports me, and I know that she's supportive of me regardless of if she's comfortable watching it or not, and love her dearly. So definitely happy that I'm making this choice for myself and that I'm taking on this opportunity.
So one more time, Fallon, lay out the details, lay out the information, and let's go get it.
All right, let's go. December 18th down in Kentucky, fighting Sarah Terhar. Super excited. See you guys then.